Guys, what you're about to see here is what the Bible called demons. And these are just people walking around in Seattle.
Up and written in secret. That's why bipartisanly. Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
Guy flips off Alex Jones. But this is just the warm-up. It gets crazier and crazier.
No.
People think that they're better than you just because they're part of the left. And so they don't think they have to contend with ideas. I talk about this all the time. But you see, in this case, a physical embodiment of that. This guy doesn't think he has to make an argument. He's just by default correct because the media's told him that Alex Jones is a bad person. But then he gets confronted. And that's when the narcissist panics because they realize they're seen as the fraud that they are. Leftists are intellectually frauds because they reject reason, rationality, logic, mental coherence, and label all of that oppression.
If you're not intellectual, you're a dumbass. You fuck off.
I am fucking off.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Coward. Yeah. You know something?
See, most people wouldn't confront the guy. Alex Jones does confront him.
I'm not afraid of you people. You got something to say, say it. You have nothing intellectual.
I said fuck you.
Yeah, because you're an intellectual dumbass who watches mainstream media. Anyways.
And there it is. You see, if every single person did this, the psychopath would realize there's a cost to pay for their complete mental wretchedness. But in terms of wretchedness, you've seen nothing yet. This is just crazy, because Alex Jones is just walking on the sidewalk, and then another freak comes up to him, and then another. It's like you're in a video game, and NPC deformities are just coming up to you. This is really bizarre. I saw this and I thought, how is this real, right?
That's all these people got is fuck you. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Look at this. These people are the biggest cucks on the planet.
You're trash.
Hey, come tell me on camera. Come here.
Dude, okay, first of all, there wasn't even a cut there. This is in the same minute. In the same minute, another freak.
Biggest cucks on the planet.
You're trash.
Hey, come tell me on camera. Come here, coward. Come here, coward. Right here on camera. Right here. Tell people intellectually who you are.
Intellectually, who I am?
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I'm your mama.
Yeah, can't even talk. Look at you. This is
Bro, look at this. This guy looks like a sexually transmitted disease. He's like 5'5", obese, glasses falling off of his face, never brushes his teeth. These are the type of people that believe they're better than you because they're on the left. The left has become a breeding ground of psychopaths and narcissists who think that anyone who disagrees with them is not their equal. This looks like a propaganda poster of how you would try to portray your enemy as deformed, except that's actually him. This guy is actually this physically wretched.
what they've turned the people into. This is it right here. Literal slave of the system. See that? That's who they are. Look at this slave.
And then bro, look at this.
That was great. Come on, hit me. Go ahead.
Bro, he looks like a monkey. Okay, again, this is what the Bible called like demon possession right here. People that act this way. I mean, if you believe in spiritual properties, I mean, you have to ask yourself what's going on here.
This is what they've turned the people into.
And then the high pitched. What is that noise?
Can't even talk. Look at you. This is what they've turned
Bro, what is that?
the people into.
What is that?
This is it right here.
And then the response also looks demonic. I'll be honest. The response looks demonic because he knows he's being exposed here. See, in his head, he realizes, wait a second, I just made a fool of myself. Oh my gosh, I just legitimized him by making myself appear maximally deformed in front of millions.
Literal slave of the system.
He tries to splash Alex Jones. He raises his paper, blocks it.
See that? That's who they are. Look at this slave.
And then he laughs like a demon too. This guy's fat. Bro, this guy's fat and short. And laughing like that? Where do you find these humans? If the right was acting this way, if people on the right, conservatives were acting this way, it would be all over mainstream media. This is insane.
That was great. Come on, hit me. Go ahead. I know. I'm trying because you're brainwashed. This is the brainwashing.
Where they have more coffee.
This is the brainwashing. You see? And I'm proud of this.
Bro, we're literally dealing with evil humans, with demons. This is just a random guy in Seattle walking down the sidewalk. They didn't even cut to this. This was organic. This happened organically. Random average man in Seattle, deformed, sounds like a demon, laughs like ah ha 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 ha. I can't even do it, dude, because it's more creepy and higher pitched than even that. I mean, how do you describe, bro? How do you describe this?
Right here. Tell people intellectually who you are.
Intellectually, who I am.
Go ahead, yeah.
Intellectually, who I am? Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah,
I'm your mama.
Yeah, can't even talk. Look at you.
Bro, he's like 5'5", and
This is what they've turned the people into. This is it right here. Literal slave of the system. See that? That's who they are. Look at the slave.
Bro, and they can't help but prove us right in real time. It's nuts. This is crazy. They can't help but prove you right in real time because objective reality judges them too brutally for them to tolerate. The reason leftists are deformed, the reason why you see the Krassenstein saying, defending pedophilia online, etc., the reason why they're always deformed is because they're at war with reality. And when you're at war with reality, it physically shows. You're disheveled, you're unkempt, you're ugly, you're not put together, your psyche's disorganized, you're depressed, you're resentful. The psychological brokenness, the total wretched brokenness of the left-wing ideology doesn't end at surface level. It goes to the mind and permeates the intellectual space, ravages it, and then replaces it with what you just saw there. And what ravages the psychological landscape doesn't just end at the mind. It physically manifests itself. That's what you saw there. A thoroughly destroyed human that was wrecked by nothing but the left. Completely full stop. I'm really glad we got the context of him hating Alex Jones so that we know that he's a leftist, so that people in the comments can't be like, oh, how do you know that he's a leftist? I would be able to tell that he's a leftist even if he didn't say any of that because he's physically deformed. But here we did get the confirmation. But the thing is a person that is that physically destroyed and a person that is that obviously cognitively destroyed when they open their mouth tells you a lot because you know that they don't take personal responsibility for themselves, which means they demonize personal responsibility and they don't believe in the individual identity. Because if you don't take personal responsibility, you don't believe in the individual identity, because to be an individual, you must be responsible for everything that you do and your relationship with the world. Because that person was willing to display their wretchedness and brokenness, it tells you that they're narcissistic because they believe that they're justified in displaying their wretchedness while they still think they're better than you, even though they're demonstrably worse than you in every category of measurement. So you know they're narcissistic. So you know they don't believe in the individual. You know they can't take accountability because it looks like he hasn't brushed his teeth or been in a shower for weeks. Def obviously doesn't go to the gym. He's overweight, fat, mentally destroyed, cognitively ravaged. And if you study Marxism, Marxists denounce the individual identity. They say there's no such thing as personal responsibility because there's no such thing as the individual. And also personal responsibility is a form of oppression. Because in order to take responsibility for the world, you must understand it coherently, and coherence is oppression, and also using logic, reason, rationality as objective parameters to understand the world so that you can take responsibility for it is also oppression. But see, I know all that, so I can instantaneously tell he's a leftist, but he just proved he's a leftist, and I explained it to you. This is nuts, guys. This is so crazy. These are just two people walking around in Seattle. This is your average leftist. When I say they're deformed, when I say there's a war going on, this is what I'm talking about. It's literally become agents of light and truth versus the equivalent of demons, or you could just call them demons. Completely empty people, completely worthless people, have no ability to engage intellectually on any landscape, and they're the worst kind of human the world has ever produced because they're meritless, but they don't even believe in merit. So in their deformity, in their wretched state, they also believe they're better than you. The world has never seen this before.
Physically soul-sucked. He was physically empty. These people are bots. They're in a cult.
Right. And Alex Jones says he was soul-sucked. That guy, I mean, he was, I'll just say that's what the Bible would call demonic possession.
How you doing? How you doing, brother? They don't know what's going on.
Well, again, no cuts. No cuts. But this guy's standing on the sidewalk recording him with his phone. But there were no cuts, so he just walked up to this guy.
Can you speak? We're trying to see if any of these folks can speak.
The third man. Can the third random Seattle man speak? Or is he also a brain-dead leftist who can't engage in intellectualism?
Counter. I don't talk to racist fucks. There you go. See?
And he was even afraid, too. Bro, he ran away. Look, Alex Jones is laughing.
Talk to racist fucks. There you go.
And then he runs away. This is crazy.
See, they cannot even talk.
Their brains are wrecked. When Andrew Tate talked about the slave mind, this is actually what he's describing. It's not, guys, it's not a metaphor. These people actually are like characters from Harry Potter who have had their soul removed from them. Their cognitive faculties have literally, and I'm not talking metaphorically here, literally been ravaged and taken from them in replacement for Marxist resentment. They can't think. We just saw 3 random people on the street of Seattle. All of them couldn't think. They couldn't mentally function. They were wretched. They were deformed. They were ugly. They were inferior in every category of existence. This is what the left has created. Seattle's a leftist city. The left created this. Bro, this was posted only 2 hours ago, and this comes right in the middle of Democrats trying to convince independents. I don't know who they're trying to convince because no one's listening to them, but they're trying to convince people that the right is an existential threat to humanity. Meanwhile, you're seeing stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're completely fraudulent. They're utterly fraudulent. They can't argue. They can only demonize. Oh, and on top of that, this comes after this complete of Kamala Harris just blatantly lying, straight up lying, saying an anti-truth, just saying an anti-truth, thinking she's not going to be corrected. Her tweet was, Donald Trump would ban abortion nationwide, which Trump literally said he wouldn't do in the debate and has said he wouldn't do for months, saying he wants to give that authority to the states. But truth isn't important to them. Factual reality is not important to them. It's not even a priority. All that matters to them is the demonization. She instantaneously got ratioed by Elon Musk. More comments than likes correcting her, and then fact-checked in real time. President Trump has repeatedly said he will not sign a national abortion ban. To them, this is just embarrassing. It's not cause for actual correction in what they think or say because they don't believe in reality. Their ideology tells them they're above reality. This comes as they're trying to convince the average person to vote for the left even though they're mentally, utterly ravaged as you just saw.
Slave.
This is the level of human they create.
This is
the level of human they create.
they turn the people into.
It's gone beyond a political party. Being on the left has become a war on reality. It's a war on sanity. It's a war on truth. And this is all very easy to understand and predictable once you understand the architecture of Marxism and the ultimate resentment these cowardly, weak, frail, resentful people hold towards reality. They are broken. And these broken people, as they're held accountable, will call themselves victims because that's all they believe in. Elon says, when will politicians, or at least the intern who runs their account, learn that lying on this platform doesn't work anymore? Not only does it not work, this, guys, this tweet alone from Elon has 24 million views and 390,000 likes. Elon Musk, with 390,000 likes, just corrected the vice president for narcissistically lying and saying the opposite of the truth as she tried to slander their political opponent. This is where the left is. This is how far they've fallen. Shouldn't be surprising that a person that is willing to say the opposite of the truth would be a degenerate female psyche. Oh, look, it just went up by another 1,000 likes since I started talking about this. What they really can't stand is being seen as frauds, since as they've rejected the ability to engage with reality coherently and argue, there's no recourse once they're seen as frauds. There's no recourse to a situation like this. The only thing they can do with a situation like this is claim victimhood. Oh my gosh, we were oppressed by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a bad person. Elon Musk in our identity politics is a bad person, therefore you shouldn't listen to anything he has to say. This is who the left is, though. They don't care about truth. They create deformities. Literally three out of three random people on the streets of Seattle met the criteria for biblical demonic possession. These people, if they were alive 400 years ago and acted this way, they would be banished from society. They would be exiled. But now they're just the average person walking around in Seattle. This is what the left creates. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with anyone. And even people that don't want to see it, share it with them. If they're a slave mind, share it with them. It is a battle of good versus evil.